Greetings. I want to disclose some very, very crucial information, okay? So it's like this, So some of these gods or whomsoever you say it's Modimo, here's what they do, The moment you go to them and then you make them your Lord or maybe your Savior, they will then probably call you a disciple or a sheep. What that simply means is that when they say jump, you have to say how high. Okay? If they say do this, you have to do it. If you don't do it, or if you don't do whatever that they want you to do, they will then inflict harm on you, or they will remove the protection that they had on you up until you listen to them. Because oftentimes you will then realize that it's actually a mafia. They are actually criminals. And then you probably want to go out. And the moment that they notice that you want to go out, they will then sort of tarnish your name, speak bad about you, target your family, target your friends, target the circle around you, just so that you can be alone and miserable. So I realized that some of these things came from a spell that was said by an ignorant man of God. He said, we were created or designed to be social beings or social creatures. That's not true. You can be alone and still make it. You can be an island and still have fruits and still have animals and still have provision. Do you understand that? So this Modimo or Lord, what they will do is that they will come to you and then they will sort of open you. You know, some of them, they will say gently or nicely. What they are opening is your heart, or it's your childish self. I don't know if maybe it can be associated with virginity, but all I know is that they will then open your heart and then ingest or bewitch the God in you, or bewitch the inner man in you, or eat the inner man in you, so that without a God, they can then call upon big demons to try and dictate your life, to monitor your life wherever you go. And then they will try to make you a matolwane. A matolwane is more like a robot, okay? They don't have privacy. Their emotions are manipulated. Their walks or their steps are manipulated. So here's the thing. Once you are opened, or if you reach a particular level or standard, or if you meet their God, or if you meet God, some of yours or some of you will then be changed to be Christ-like, meaning to say having Christ blood. So you might have Christ blood, and then you would, live your life thinking that, you sort of have to die and then go to heaven. Or you think that you're gonna die and then resurrect. So here's the tricky part. You might think that's going to happen. What happens is that once you are buried, they have a particular technology or a particular technique whereby they will then suck your Christ blood and then use it for power. You understand that? So I am aware there are situations whereby they will say, put your treasures in heaven, where nothing can steal your treasures. Well, guess what? I have different experiences regarding what I have seen, heard. That's not true. Put your treasures in heaven where they won't reach them. That's not true. It's false. I say put your treasure where it's visible, where it's tangible, where you can actually say, this is what I have, this is what I have, this is what I have. because you might place your treasure in heaven and then they would say obahile, and then the moment they say obahile, they will sort of become a part of you, and that thing will give them an entitlement to have whatever that is around you, or whatever that you have that is your life, or that encompasses your life. You understand what's really happening? Because some of these gods, they are also at war themselves. When they talk about a covenant, it's what was said by the fallen angels. I don't know if you have read the book of Enoch, like Azazel, and the others like Samuyaza. They said, let us make a covenant, let us make an agreement amongst us and go down to the daughters of men. So you understand where the whole word covenant is coming from and what's really happening. Don't trust these people. Don't be lovey-dovey. Enough with that. Okay? Enough with that. It says some of the fruits of the flesh, they manifest or make the flesh, right? Some of the sins, they make the flesh. So the more you dwell much on the spirit, it means you be less and less of the flesh. So it means you can actually die, being too spiritual, because you are not giving the flesh what it needs. You forget that you are still in the flesh and you need to be functional. So what we really need are laws. That's what we really need. But anyway, I just wanted you to know, because they are continuously sucking energy and virtue from these people day and night. And these are hardworking people. And the fallen angels, they know that if they are a part of you, then they are entitled to whatever that you have. I refused. I ran away. See ya. Yeah, I ran away. And I'm never going back to all of those worship type of thing, all of that prayer type of thing. I'm already in the spiritual realm. I can see what I want. I go to wherever I want. Okay? But anyway, I just wanted you to know. All right, I appreciate you for listening or for paying attention. Much recognition to yours. Much less ignorance unto you, much discernment unto you.